All right, folks, welcome to Keep On Casting. We're leaving early this morning out of Venice Marina. We're fishing with Captain Eddie Berger. We're gonna get out there and try and catch some wahoo, hopefully some tuna, maybe a swordfish if we get lucky. So y'all stay tuned for another episode of Keep On Casting. Keep On Casting is brought to you by Thibodaux Regional Medical Center. Bronco Industries, leading the field in industrial construction and fabrication. Real Outfitters, proud to be the first family-owned tackle store in Thibodaux, Louisiana. So we've spotted a few pogies out here, so we're gonna trying to cast net a couple of them, see what we can do. It never hurts to have live baits out here.
Oui, crache une grande barrière. Quel espoir et quel avenir nous autres va voir. Pour toi la belle, toi tu vas m'aimer.
I think you got a couple of them.
Lately, the key in Venice has been having some live pogies. Probably got 20 or 30 of them. Eased out here to a deeper rig. We got a boat hooked up right there. So we're gonna put out some live baits, hopefully catch some. Y'all stay tuned. Go ahead, Scott.
Make sure this thing's recording.
Get him, boy.
Roach, you all right with your back? Got him, Roach. Show your fish.
Oh, you want me to get him? In the boat. Good job. Hooking up yellowfin tuna. Got him, bro. Good job, Scott. Good job. There he is.
Chasing bait balls, looking for bait, possibly fish underneath. A lot of bait balls are enticing these seagulls in here, and that's what we're looking for. And finding seagulls, and some of these, if you look into them, you can find some tuna at the bottom. Most of the bay balls we came up to have blackfin, but we're looking for a couple yellowfin and try to catch them.
We're out here south of Venice with Captain Eddie Berger on this beautiful 39-foot contender. We got 2 tunas in the box. Got 1 more on the line, but it's always a fishing story until that thing's in the boat, right? Just a story. So it feels like it's a little heavier, huh?
It's heavy.
It's a little bigger than the last 2? All right.
Yeah. All
Heavy.
heavy.
Starting to catch up with me.
All right, Delot.
You made it to the boat.
Good job.
Official catch.
Big Mike's hooked up. Big Mike.
He's gonna come in circles, right?
Yeah.
When he comes down, you just point your rod tip down and stay down there and just reel. When he swims back up, you're gonna pump up and reel down, right? So right now he's doing this death roll. So right now he's coming under the boat, reel down. Under the boat. You gotta reel.
You got it, bro. Keep the reel out. It's perpendicular. Straight out.
Use your legs, Mike.
I got it. Reel down.
This.
Keep his head in the water.
Yes, sir. There we go. Nice. Nice. Captain.
Oh, Blackfin.
Open it up.
Nice.
Good job, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful fish.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's awesome. So there was a bunch of blackfin chasing some flying fish. They're all like busting on top of the water and everything. And Mr. Mike's bait was right next to where they were busting, and he got the bait right where they were, and he got hooked up. We got him. It was a nice blackfin.
Good enough. You know you will, dude.
I know you want to sell it.
Turn that handle, Randall.
It's still there. I don't want to stop you from selling it. It's there. I'll same deal we had last year.
Pull back the stick.
Slide.
Not a black?
So we're still out here drifting over and over and over. And Duffy had one smoke his line. So he put the lever drag up.
You can fight stupid at night sometimes. It can be a big one.
He's right here.
Is the fish up?
Yeah.
Reel down. Reel down. Why we got this gap? Because it sucks.
So we changed trees. We came to a different tree, a different little spot. Stay straight out. There you go, right there, bud.
Oh yeah, bro. Peel in line. Peel in line.
Boat.
Hey, yeah. Get up
Tell
on
me
that
what
deck,
to do.
dude. Don't let him cut the bow. Yeah.
Blackfin.
It's a blackfin.
Down, down.
Dax.
Make sure you bury him. Yeah, we need to bury him.
Right now.
Go down.
That might be.
Stay down, stay down, stay down. Real Frank.
That might be.
Go down.
That's Castin. He felt like a son of a bitch.
Watch it straight out.
Tell
Go
him to
down,
come
go
toward
down.
you. Come toward you, Dax.
Yeller.
Yeah, G.
Go down.
Yeah, look at that pretty.
Keep your eyes down.
Leave him toward me, Dax.
This fucking fish is fighting like a crazy person.
You gonna take the guy?
Yeah, it is.
Dex, you ready to go it?
Oh,
Fucking with you.
Dude, that look at you.
I know. You about the guy for me.
He wants to kill you.
Go down, down, straight down.
Down, down, down. Keep him out the motors. All right.
Go.
Woo!
Give
There
him
you
some
go,
slack.
G-Man.
Hit that free spool.
Back. Oh, this looks. That's how you do it when you do it, right, Jorge?
Beauty. Yo. So Dex was working hard, keeping the baits in the water. I told him, hey, let me hop on the line for a second, you take a breather. And then a second later, I felt the line going. Dex said, you got a fish? I go, no, I don't think so. He started cranking, line got tight. Dex got the fish to the boat quick, and then he made a big run. Hopped on the rod, fought him for a while, put on a good fight, especially towards the end game there, and then Dex finally put the gap in him, and that was a great fight. Awesome. Yeah, good time.
Today, we're gonna do one of Tony's old favorites. I was looking through my recipe book and I thought I'd lost this recipe or not even written it down, and I found it today. This is Wine Island trout, one of Tony's favorite recipes. So we're gonna start out, we're gonna make the dressing first, and it's 1 part Italian. Shake that up good. I'll put about a cup, more or less. Then 1 part white wine, right there. Take that, put that in there. One part for the cook. 3/4 stick of butter, which we got right here. We'll go ahead and add that. We melted that earlier. And then we're gonna chop up the garlic real fine. So we got the garlic ready to go, real fine. Put that in there. So we made the sauce first, got it ready to go. I'm gonna put that on the stove. And the reason we made the sauce first is because it doesn't take too long for this fish to cook at all. So we want that sauce ready to go. So once again, we got 1 part Italian, a 1 part white wine, 3/4 stick of butter, and then we're gonna start adding some French dressing till it gets to a dark yellow color. And that's what we're looking for. That is Tony's version of Wine Island sauce, which I'm pretty sure was a famous recipe from Cocodrie. So we got the French dressing ready to go. As this heats up, we'll start adding the French dressing. I'm gonna give it just a second, then I'm gonna go ahead and get the fish ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. This is a Pampered Chef pan. Spray that down a little bit. A little bit of pan so it doesn't stick. Gonna lay these fillets out there. And we did a lot with a paper towel, just kind of dampen them off because we didn't want a lot of water in these fillets. So that's some pretty trout we caught with Howie Guidry and Annette Guidry. A little bit of Tony's on there. Little Tony's never hurt anybody. What? So those are ready to put in the oven. We're gonna put them in right now. Ready? We got the oven on 450. These are gonna bake for around 5 minutes. We're gonna add the seasoning for the French dressing. That ought to be about right. Let that heat up. Then we're gonna put that on the fish. The key is when you get the fish out, you wanna take a paper towel and damp off all that water. It's only at 5 to 6 minutes in the oven at 450. Getting that water off, once you pour this sauce on, it's gonna soak up the sauce. So we put the trout in the oven at 450. We probably wound up cooking it about 8 to 10 minutes. Sometimes a gas oven will cook a little bit slower than an electric oven, but got it ready to go. Oh yeah, looks good. I'm gonna kind of damp it off. So we want to get that water off there. These fish are cooked for sure. And you can watch by the shrinkage of these fish. You can kind of tell how they cook according to how much they shrink. So I got the water off of there. Now we're going to take a little Long Island sauce. And you pretty much want to cover them with this sauce. Once again, that's about a cup. Almost a cup of each product, probably a little bit more of the, or less of the. Now we're going to take Parmesan cheese, sprinkle that over the top. There you go. So we got Wine Island trout ready to go. I'm going to take a little bit of sauce, just put a little on the plate, just a little underneath there. Trout, good to go. Perfect, perfectly cooked. That is awesome. Very good. Now I know why that was Tony's favorite recipe. Y'all enjoy. You can find this recipe and more at keeponcastingtv.com. Say something, Dex.
All right, so the bite's been slow all night. We've been catching a bunch of blackfin, and then all of a sudden we could tell the current picked up by all the chum, and the lines started moving like they should move away from the boat. And we noticed it, and right then I switched the baits to sardine. And a little while later, if you look in the distance, that big thing showed up. And I think there's a direct correlation to what just happened. Walk down here, Doug. Tell me where to go, Jack. You good right here.
Oh yeah, bro, we about done, man. Got a boost to be in the hole.
Oh, it's fun. We're good.
In a minute.
Let's get another yellow.
That would be a negative, sir. I wish I did. I did to you. That's awesome, dude. Y'all went by the Waco trapped out there? Yeah, I'll pass through there. I went to Ship Show, the mangroves, didn't too much current over there, so we just came out here early and worked on them. It's all good, man. You gonna get some fish?
cherry pick up with that move. All right, Cole.
All right, buddy, I'm going back to 1-6.
Hey, he's right here.
Get on him, Luke. Get on him.
Sharpen rock the buck. Oh yeah. Nice. Boy, nice. Nice. Oh, yellow. Oh, big yellow. Yellow. Oh, yellow.
Yellow pass off.
Woo! Yeah.
I think I hit the kill switch on him too. Yeah, you did. You hit the kill switch.
Alright, so it's like 1, 2 in the morning. I'm not quite sure. Fishing's been kind of tough. So we started throwing the kitchen sink at him. Put a little jig on there. Mike got hooked up. Fighting like a yellowfin, kind of sitting heavy. Started doing a bunch of knocking and craziness like a blackfin. Good fish.
Oh, yeah, it's a good fish.
Reel up.
Yellow pass
I'll
off.
bring him back around this way. I'll bring him back around. Yeah, baby.
Here we go, bud.
Oh. Get him. Yeah.
All right.
Nice. That's the perfect time. Perfect.
Good job, babe. Good job, Dex. Good gap.
Back.
That was awesome. It was a good little fight. I like fighting them on this spinning reel better than those bigger reels for sure. A little bit more, takes a little bit more elbow grease, but good fight.
I enjoyed it. I think it might be a yellowfin. He's sitting heavy. Usually blackfin, you see a lot of like,
Yeah. He is sitting heavy. He is sitting heavy.
Go down.
I can see him straight over the top. I can tell.
Oh, it is a yellow.
Can't see him.
Right there.
Right behind him. Yep. Nice gap, Jack. Yeah.
Blackfin.
Big
Blackfin.
flag. Big flag.
Yeah, you see.
Well, folks, we had a great time today. It's always fun to come down to Venice and fish with Captain Eddie Berger. We caught 3 yellowfin tuna. The bite was a little slow today, but we had a great time. Dex, I want to thank you for coming with me. I know you got a bum shoulder. Spider, had a good time, brother. Kevin, as always, we want to thank our troops. Without y'all, we couldn't do what we're doing today. And until next time,
Keep on casting.
Oui, moi je danse avec les filles. Oui, c'est juste pour m'amuser. Et boire les bons red stripes pour me rafraîchir. Mon lame